Hello, YouTube. I'm the Wright, and welcome back to Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. The last time, we completed Turnabout Trump, episode part 1, and now we are doing Turnabout Trump, part 2. I've purchased the content with my hard, well-earned money, and yeah, we're gonna just resume from here, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, episode start. Here we go. And I fixed everything, but I've had to sacrifice my video cam for this, so in order to get some good quality audio, I just won't be in frame, so yeah, unfortunately, but anyway, we're resuming. April 20th, District Court Room number 2. Okay, here we are. Colt will now Mr. Capcom, you made a typo. Colt will now reconvene. Okay. How's our witness, Miss Olga Orley, recovered? Yes, Your Honor. Well, she's regained consciousness. Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again? I thought you needed to go to the judge's chambers, and you're definitely hiding something. That's the thing. You see, she's quite fatigued. She's dead? You're looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. The defense would like to request that Miss Orley take the stand. Very well, the witness will take the stand. Yeah, she has to. There's no just going out of this, and don't be afraid of my horns. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession. Miss Olga? Or perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poor loser? Oh! Not. What? Whoa! Name's Olga Orley. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. Whoa! She's a pirate? Whoa! People call Olga Quick Fingers Orley. Oh, really? Want to know something else? What is it? I'm not really Russian, and my last name sounds like oh really. Okay, so better change up the accent to something piratey. There, that's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. What? No, not Witness! You will tell the court what you were really up to that night. You will. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan. See, we had I gotta get pirate voice. Who was Keira Knightley's character in Pirates of the Caribbean? Well, she wasn't a pirate. She was an English word. But anyway. Fine. Our talk. We had a plan. We had a plan, see? Let me remind you that you are currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences. Fine. Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy, Smith, hired me to do what I do best. What is it? I was planning at the Force Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game. As a waitress, yar! So you were in cahoots with the victim. So you were planning this from the beginning. Not that I needed my help. Smith is a well-known poker player in some circles. But winning wasn't the main purpose of this game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we were set up a trap. I'm gonna stop with the arms. With the trap assaults, I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planet card and the trap would snap shut. Oh, what a cheater! You swapped the cards! Explosive cheater, movie, one something. It would have made a great double hit. Stop it! With the R's. Look at that. Legend would be dashed to pieces. Indeed. Any comrade having that cheating would be cast down on his prior wins. A 7-year legend destroyed, and by one little card. I could have done it right there. That was the plan. So you're admitting it. Oh, really, Orley? Oh, really? How droll. But it appears you made quite the mistake. A mistake? I agree. The trap was elegant. Yet, what happened to that planted card? What indeed? Hey, that's right! He's lucky. I'll give him that. You'll have to be a slip free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers Orley. Oh, really? The winners would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick. As much as I hate to admit it, Judge, you are right. Cute? Who wants to be cute? I'm not cute. I'm bad. You hear me? Bad. Oh, she's even cuter when she's angry. When you're through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap and how it sprung. I would like to know. Okay, John Paul, you gotta do better about this. Know the difference between witness and defense and look through every single piece and don't go guns blazing immediately. That night, I planted the card like I was supposed to. Okay. And Wright lost the last hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith searched him. But planet card was gone. The trap failed. The next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and swung it. It wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no-good cheating defendant. Aha. A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us mostly in the dark. The trap was perfect. I tell you, perfect. If that Ron cheater hadn't messed it up. Look who's talking. Yeah, Wright didn't cheat at all. Well, the testimony for what it's worth is all yours, Mr. Justice. A witness like her, who needs criminals? And a defense like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? Okay, cross-examination. Express every statement through and through. Oh, I got my health back. Okay, good. Okay, how am I supposed to plan to go like I'm supposed to? Also, what happened to Wright? Why did he become a piano player? Mediocre piano player. He admitted it. Not my words. Hold it! Okay. This planet card. Which card was it exactly? The fifth ace. The trump card. The fifth of hearts. The five of hearts. Let me guess. Mr. Wright would have to switch the five with the ace to make a full house? At least, that's what you were going to accuse him of doing, thereby ruining his legend. I slid it into Wright's pocket. What was this? Well, before the match, of course. While he was eating. At the Borscht Bowl Club. Serve borscht and suckers. I'm never to go there. Of course, the card was to make its grand debut during the game. A good borscht, a good card must be cooked up early and be allowed to thicken. I might have to go back if I have nothing else. Okay. Hold it! Express every statement. So everything went according to plan. Exactly. The fifth ace came up, so it's obvious the switch went off without a hitch. Once the extra card was found in his pocket, Wright would be forever known as cheat and fraud. These are worse things to be known as, I suppose. Shows what happened with the search. Okay, so nothing there. My card was gone, the trap failed. Hold it! The card disappeared. Yeah, my trump card. My trump card. The five of hearts. The five of hearts. Gone without a trick. Woo! Zip up. Shows every nook and cranny, even inside his cute little hat. Cute, I won't call that. It's just a beanie. But the card was nowhere to be found, is this correct? Never, in my long story, career, never has quick fingers only been so readily duped. Oh really? So what did happen to that five of hearts? Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating man two-faced defendant? The five of hearts is still missing in action. Hold it! Wait, is that a little odd? What's odd? You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing, which means he didn't cheat, which means he had no reason to strike the victim. Well... Whoa! What the heck? Magatama? What was that just now? I sensed something. Jedi Apollo confirmed? Something wrong, Mr. Justice? What was that? No, nothing, Your Honor. Dude, should I press her a little harder? Yeah, press her harder. Miss Orly, you're hiding something. What are you talking about? Me? Quick fingers, Orly? The defense will refrain from baseless accusations. I have one question for the witness then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true? Of course it's true. I did see it. Honest! I saw it when Wright hit him. What is this? With my own eyes, I saw it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? That witness, for instance, Miss Orley, she would touch the back of her neck during the certain... Right, he said that yesterday. Did you notice? Touching her neck, was it? What am I doing? I'm not doing anything. It's doing it on its own. What's going on? Sensation. It's coming into focus. There, that twitch. It's so clear. It's like I could perceive her habit, like I couldn't before. Gotcha! Oh, gotcha! What just happened? Miss Orley? Perhaps you're unaware of this yourself. Unaware of what? Whenever you get into a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand. My neck? So what? What indeed, Justice? I think I know where you're getting at. I don't notice anything of the sort. When she says that part of the testimony, she's subconsciously recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory, and she touches her neck. I'm sure of it. A memory? Would someone care to explain what he's babbling about? I think when... So I gotta be on the lookout. So there's gonna be a new gimmick in the game, I think. Whenever the witness does the same pose, that's when you gotta press, and I can just avoid everything else. I probably won't do it, but that's the one, that's like the correct answer to present evidence. This is highly unusual, but let's ask the defense. You claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory to show us? The habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her most of the moment of the crime? Miss Orley, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind this habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an erasable impression of the neck is this. The bottle. Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her neck. And what reminds us more of that moment than this bottle, the murder weapon? Finally, the bottle is correct. But something doesn't fit. If you were only the witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck like you're in pain? What's he talking about now? It was Mr. Smith, the victim, who was hit. Not you! Whoa, was she hit too? What do you want? This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness's habits, they're completely irrelevant. Justice, I'll admit. I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break in. Okay? Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment of the crime. The very moment. Yet, I am knowing nothing. How did she change so quickly? Yeah, 3 dots for me too. We know you're not Russian. The witness will testify. Please, no. Pirate! Bah! Fine. He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my side until the cops got there. Objection! No, you didn't! I had to think about that. I have to think about that for a second because... Okay. I have to think about that because I remember yesterday he said he had to disappear from the scene, then call the phone. If he didn't leave him out of the sight, then she would have stayed. Never mind. Okay. Whew. I was a little bit sweating because I wasn't sure if I needed to press first or anything like that, but I wasn't sure. No, you did. Okay. Miss Orley, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you said. It states that the police were alerted by a report from the defendant. And we know that the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made the phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. Okay, Miss Orley, so explain how you kept your eyes on the defendant when he left the room entirely. Get it in! Oh my God. What happened there? The man who picked up the bottle and swallowed that night wasn't the defendant. Let's go! Was it you? Let's go back to this. Cards. So what is going on? Sweet. Check his pockets. Now. It's gone. The card's gone. Oh, I suppose you lose. Ah! Ooh! If I had face cam, I would definitely show you, but I'm bobbing my head to this beat right here. Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle next to Wright, and he hit. What? Really? Some master cheating you turned out to be. When I came to, she killed him. The victim was already dead. Well, this completely lifts off the suspicion on Wright. Then why are his feet? But just like the Bridge to Turnabout trial, when Edgeworth presented the sword, the 7-branch sword, in the anime. So I guess the bottle has no relevance. Just like he said in the anime, and I quote, her fingerprints on it have no bearing to this. Her fingerprints on the weapon have no bearing on this case whatsoever. It doesn't prove that he committed the murder. So, but yeah, that's what Edgeworth said. So Wright's fingerprints on the bottle. Well, we know it was the murder weapon, but if she just admitted that he was the one who hit him, then that means that Wright, his suspicion, should be lifted off. He's free to go. But how was the victim already dead? That's why I couldn't reveal why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If it came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure. Where does this leave us? Madness! This is madness! I'm dreaming! It must have been me who was with the bottle. I'm imagining all of this. It appears our prosecution is at his wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame him. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Mr. Gavin, sir? Come on. What? I believe that, as a defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big, fat liar. What? Hey. It's one thing to call someone a liar, but to call a lady a big, fat liar? I got to know in my book, sir. I'm sorry, but unless we know if you call Dahlia a big, fat liar, I'll let that slide, but we don't know if she committed the murder. We don't know if she committed the murder. She may have, but we need to get to the bottom of the case first. Never call a lady big, fat liar. 3 were in the room the night of the murder, and the defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive. What motive is that? Her prompt foiled. The witness got into the argument with her client, Mr. Smith, and they deep. The announcement of that argument was murder. What? I did it! I'm no killer! It's a trap! Someone's trying to frame me! Who would that be? Right? What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. So tangled, we catch ourselves in the process. What is this shady persona he gathered to himself? Mr. Wright? Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Kritoph Gavin. Or you say, why not consider the other possibility? That there was another person in the room at the time of the murder. Another? Right, but Mr. Wright was saying before we said. A single card was swapped into the victim's hand as of the murder. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. And the one who swapped the card didn't own 2 cards in the card. We used a 4th person. Bang! Ha! This theory again! Your 4th person doesn't exist. You gotta consider every possibility. Every possibility. That's what real court should do. Consider every possibility. Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here, where there is no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal. So you're saying the criminal is here! Right now! And, well look, I think the real criminal's identity was finally provided for. Hey, no time PM7, I'll watch your stream later. And right at the beginning of the trial, no. Pain? What? Oh, can't you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I don't know. So you're saying the criminal is right here. And it was from the very beginning. So it's an either he, parentheses, Apollo with it, Mr. Gavin, I highly doubt because he looks like really smart. Unless it was him and whatever, Clavier, all that is like an alias for him to escape, then that would be like the worst, like reveal, huzzah, in the end. It was me, Kritoph, not Clavier. That would be like the worst thing to do since they have the most last name. It was like Ben Kenobi and Obi-Wan Kenobi, or Winston Payne, or the Judge. And I highly doubt it's the Judge. Maybe it's Winston Payne? Because I know in games 5 through 6 we're faced with gasp and pain, so that only leaves pain. Remember what I said. The fourth person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the colors at the back of the cards. Right. But how could such an obvious mistake occur? The cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there is one person here in our court who thought those cards were blue. Question 2, but why? Well, Apollo, think you can figure out who it was? It's not me, I swear! Who is this fourth person? Let's get put on the spot like this. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue? Gotta recall back. No. Okay. No. It was you! No. No. I don't know. It's you, definitely. But he had the cards. He had the cards, and he already stated it was... Oh my... It's not Gavin, is it? So then my theory about the plot twist... I was just joking! Okay, let's consider the options. No. He was the one who gave us his cards and mentioned that they were. He knew that they were because he already had the cards. I'm sorry, Gavin! Take that! Whoa! Your eyes and ears are sharp. Whoa! Oh, the plot thickens! I was right? You were the fourth person. Whoa! Of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How indeed, unless he was there at the crime scene! As you can see, the photo of the crime scene is black and white. You can't tell which of the cards are blue, the ones on the floor or the table. Look! You can see the cards in this photo! Yes, but when you said the cards were blue, it was well before this... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I think we've caught our criminal. It's true the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim, yet it was only that, a game, in the purest sense, a competition, Your Honor. A competition? Yes, a test of wit, a silent clash of passion. Only the cards, their backs, in blue, weeds and blue frame, know the final outcome. Well, Kritoph? What? Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin! Is something the matter? No, nothing. Excuse me, I was just so... funny. Right. You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Kritoph? You know, even I'd never take a joke this Whoa! This has got beyond ridiculous, beyond dumb! This is insanity! The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder? I assure you, I'm quite sick. No means now. Wow, usually Phoenix is bluffing or he's sweating bullets, but now you can see he's like calm and collected. Oh, he's a completely different person. What possible connection did Mr. Gavin have to the victim? I wasn't aware of that, but I had a connection to Mr. Smith either. Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim have never even met. Well, what if they have? Whoa! Huh? There's a possibility, after all. Consider all possible outcomes. They may have met that night before the game started. What are you suggesting? The truth Mr. Wright was staying silent about. Only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to request that you testify to the court.
Objection!
The defense would like to request no. Oh, you're hiding something. Oh, we have to. It's our job. Or at least it's my job. I don't know what you're thinking. Mr. Gavin? Testimonies must relate to the case. How could anything happen before the game of poker be related? Everything should be related. Before, after, during? I'm not sure I followed, Mr. Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley. Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice in this? He is the defense, not you. Ooh! Praise to the judge. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Oh, okay. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear Mr. Wright's testimony? Hear the testimony! Mr. Wright's testimony. The defense would like to request that Mr. Wright testify to the court. You're not Caesar! Et tu, Justice? Et tu, Justice? Stop it! You should turn off notifications while I'm recording. You're betraying your teacher? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin, this isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth! Oh. I should use that often. This isn't about loyalty. This is about the truth. Very well, the defendant, Mr. Wright, will take the stand, please. Okay. Witness testimony. Here we go. That evening, Kritoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Kritoph and I. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kritoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable, and I left to call the police. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a car in his forehead. That's when I made another phone call. 50 cents to Gavin. Whoa. Mr. Gavin, you were at the Board Bowl Club the night of the murder? I dine with him rather frequently. And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder. Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be needed out of a lawyer, so I called him. You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me out in your little murder trial. The only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then, and now. Yes, let's go! Even as not a lawyer, he still keeps Mio's words with him. A lawyer's duty is not to always get a not guilty verdict, is to find out the truth. It's what happened with him at Madame Guard. I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Very well, the defense may cross-examine the witness. Justice? Sir, he's lying, and you're going to expose him. Understood, sir. For Mr. Wright's can't end well. Can I have a normal trial? Oh, Mr. Apollo Justice. When Phoenix Wright is involved, there is no normal. I'm not going to expose his life. Kritoph and I had dinner. You had dinner with Mr. Gavin? Yes. Guys meet me at the Bowl Club quite frequently. We enjoyed our usual dinner at our usual spot, as usual. I always eat at the table closest to his hand. I see. Mr. Smith was sitting. So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner? Indeed, the relatives had meal with Kritoph. We got for 2 hours and Kritoph left after that. Okay. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Kritoph left. Okay. 5 minutes? So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during that time. That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure. Oh, Mr. Wright, what was it you said? Kritoph, Gavin, and Shady Smith may have met? I believe I did say that. I was all nervous about this meeting, and now here they were just passed in the hall. That does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder. Oh, it would be, if that was all that really happened. Who's hiding this time? The trap failed, Smith hit the whip. About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orley mentioned?
The plan was simple. Elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. It was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of the games. When the hand revealed, Smith would call him out and search Wright. He would then pull out the planted card and the trap would snap shut.
Swap the cards. Cards.
Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces.
Okay. Yes, a harmless prank, in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. A quirk? I happened to put my hand in my pocket and found a card. The card she planted? Yes, I snuck a peek at it and found it was the 5 of hearts. I had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card. Before the game. Disposed? Where? There was an empty bottle of grape juice I had been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. An empty bottle of grape juice? The murder weapon? Well, what? Yes, I rolled it up and shoved it in. The colored glass makes it hard to see. Unless I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw this yesterday, but I think that is a card in there. I thought I saw something in it. A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. That sounds like terrific drama. Card inside the murder weapon. That's strange. Did the police miss it in their investigation? Maybe I'll take a look. Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3, approves of this battle of wits. He provides this new information in your testimony. I discovered the trap during the game and disposed the card in the bottle. Let me press first. Why in the bottle? I perceived my opponent's intent immediately. I'm used to entrapment, you see. I knew what was coming. Oh, so you struck first. I like that. I know every trick in the book. They don't work on me. At least when you get lucky and stick your hand in your pocket, they don't. I got close, so I would call the police. That's good. Yeah, I discovered the trap in the game and disposed the card in the bottle. Okay, let's press on every other statement first. You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant, correct? Exactly. Cell phones don't get a signal down the hideout. Was anyone else on the first floor at the time? Not a soul. It was the middle of the night, after all. So there in the darkened restaurant, I called the cops. After making the call, I returned to the hideout. It didn't seem right to leave the injured waitress alone. When I returned, he was dead, blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. And when you returned, the victim was already dead. Yes. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. A little startled? He was bleeding from his forehead, after all. I guess I'd better be startled too if I walked in on something like that. Doesn't made a phone call to the Days attorney Gavin. Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavin? They obviously got involved in a rather sticky affair, and I figured Kritoph law offices would give me a friend rate for my defense fees. Ah, glad to hear you intend to pay. Oh, I'll pay it in full, Kritoph. It was I who got you involved after all. You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high. This is truth that Wright is talking about, Justice. You know what you have to do. He's lying. Expose him. Now! A little stern, don't you think? Was Mr. Wright trying to tell us? The truth has to be in there somewhere. The girl knocked out cold and I returned was dead, blood streaming from the foot. When I returned... One. Okay, so I have two possibilities here. One, I present the bottle on this date. No, not on that statement. I present the bottle on this statement, or I press that picture on this statement. Let me go ahead and save. Nope. Okay, because I don't want to... Because in case I lose, I can go back here. I'm not saving because if I get it wrong, I'll just do the other statement. Actually, let's look at the times. Okay, there's no, like... Okay. Let's present the bottle here. Objection! That was wrong. That was wrong, okay? So let me go to my first, from cut on his forehead. Now let's present this one. Objection! Oh, I was right! Okay. Woo! Okay, my first instinct was right. So, I did present the bottle first, but yeah, I won't reload. Okay, Mr. Wright, if I may. Yes? Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead. Good point. Well, he's not like... no, what he's like... Good point. Justice. Next time you point out an inconsistency, put a little more oomph into it. Ooh. Ooh. Mr. Wright, can you explain this to the court? Ah, I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put that hat on his head. Huh? You? You put the hat on the dead man's head? He wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police, when I returned to the scene, his head was in full view. Shining bright, just like in this photograph. And I picked his hat up on the floor and put it on his head. Why'd you do that? Yeah, why'd you do that? All I can say is, I'm sorry. But that's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. So Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim's or his head? I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head. Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through his case. Hey, he's still our client, isn't he? Yeah. In any case, please continue continue? Afraid to decide the contradictions, call for decisive evidence. Oh, push him harder, Justice. Break him. It's you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO. There's more?
One eternity later. Objection!
Guys, I've been stuck on this section for a good chunk now. I think I might need some. I'm not gonna spoil it, but I've literally like gone through everything. Are you kidding me? That was it? That was it! I just had to... Oh my gosh, I just had to... Where is it? I discovered the trap of the game and disposed of the bottle. That was it! That was it! The bottle is completely empty. Objection! Come on! Oh, so I gotta do that now? I gotta do that now? Oh, I should've... Why? Okay, so I gotta examine... So I was right, it was the bottle, but I had to examine it first. What the hey? Mr. Wright, if I may. Yeah, oh my gosh, the gardeners are outside! Yes? I've examined the bottle and... I don't see any card in here. No? What, Mr. Wright? Surely... isn't all you have to say for yourself. I can't say that I know what happened to the card. I did put it in that bottle, however, perhaps a fifth person came and took it out? Oh, and a sixth person could have helped. Mr. Gavin, Mr. Wright is your client. My apologies, Your Honor. I won't have you disappoint our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle. There was nothing. Come on. Is Wright hoodwinking us again? Or did the card just disappear? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin, this witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I don't even see how you came to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago. What happened? Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Kritoph. I never knew. I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Mr. Wright, if you intend to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never. Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. Huh? When I noticed the trap, I put the card in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. What reason would that be? The reason is right here. Your cell phone? That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police, just in case I recorded our conversation. Oh! You recorded it? Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't take it back to the court. Oh! Kritoph, I seem to be in a bit of trouble. What's this? Game not going well? Something like that. gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good? He turned out to be dead. Someone hit him hard. You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china plate? It wasn't you, was it? Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. In your hand, I'm in your hand, should it come to that. Bone china plate? A kind of porcelain, very smooth and shiny, not plate, but pate. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead. The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead. Bruh. Wait a second. Something's not right about that phone call. If he knew about the forehead... Oh, then he put the hat on. Oh, it has to do with the hat. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club. Most certainly. Then how did he know that he was bald? How did he know he was bald? That's right! Yes. No, let me close my door real quickly. That still doesn't help. That was where I began to see my good friend in a different light. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene, and when I spotted Mr. Smith's hat again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you would like to explain this to the court? Tell me, how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? Oh, so this is your reason. Oh, come on, Wright, you can do this. And Apollo, reason why you put the victim's hat back on. Your point, Mr. Gavin? It's come down to this, has it, Phoenix Wright? Whoosh. Order! I will have order! Mr. Payne! Yes, Your Honor. I believe this court has been left with no other choice. Are you prepared to hear the defense attorney's Gavin's testimony? Are we gonna cross-examine our boss? As the prosecutor, Very well, we'll break for 10 minutes, after which Mr. Gavin will take the stand for a cross-examination. Are we all clear on that? Crystal clear, Your Honor. Very well, this will be the final recess for today. My goodness gracious. Okay, final recess for today. Mr. Gavin and Mr. Wright are both in the judge's chamber. Who would have thought today would turn out like this? May I? Who is that? Trucy! Hi! What? Hello, sir. Please, pick a card. What's this all about? Hi, Trucy! Is this one okay? Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it. A trump card? The card you have chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That is all. Whoa! Miss, where remember that card from? The 5th ace. Mr. Smith's hand has 3 aces and Mr. Wright's 2. It has 5 aces in all. It is true, I have seen it. The 5th ace. There was cheating, I swear to you. Huh. Missing 5th ace. Wait, this splotch of red. Is this blood? You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw. The truth. My father's fate is in your hands. I know you can do it. Are you in the... They're not. Alright, bye, Trucy. This blood-stained card. It's my trump card for finding the truth? I feel deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl, I've seen her recently, but where? The locket. That's when I made the connection. That's Phoenix Wright's daughter. Bloody ace at it from a mysterious girl. And we'll find out what happens next. Next time! Or tomorrow. You'll see what happens next tomorrow. Okay. So, saved. Alright. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hopefully this turns out better than I thought it would be, but anyway. Well, I'm actually gonna stop right now and I'll probably resume when the gardeners are gone, but this is a good stopping point. Alright everybody, thank you for watching, and take care everybody. Hopefully this is gonna be my new format as to going through college. I'll probably play through all the Ace Attorney games through college. Slightly, unedited, just to save time. Alright guys, bye!